G'day, how's it going? Welcome back to the vlog. I'm having another look at the ATEM Mini today, and in particular listening to a whole pile of people screaming, "Arg, this doesn't work with my gaming console." There's a lot of people buying the ATEM Mini out there wanting to stream with their PlayStation 4 or Xbox or whatever it is that you've got, and it's not accepting the signal from it. It's just not coming up. That kind of sucks, but it's okay because I found a solution. Stick around, I'll show you what it is. Hey there, how's it going? So I've got an ATEM Mini from Blackmagic Design here. I've got a PlayStation 4 with Minecraft on it, and I've got my Mac over here and a couple of cameras set up, and just sort of doing this whole live streamy kind of thing. So I'm doing this on the Blackmagic ATEM, and I'm recording it all on a Blackmagic Video Assist 4K. That's if you're interested in all of that. What you're probably more interested in, because you clicked on the title of the video, is how I managed to get my PlayStation 4 running on the ATEM and being able to stream or record from that. So I'll show you how I did that. Let's start by looking at how I wire everything up. Okay, so here's my ATEM. You've seen this a couple of times if you're watching my videos. So I've got a couple of cameras already hooked up on here. Obviously this camera pointing at the ATEM. I've got another camera just up here, and that's on button 3. On the 4th channel I've got my main camera over by the monitor here. That's this one. And the 2nd channel here I've got wired up, and that's coming from there all the way around to over here on my PlayStation, just in here. And finally I've got the video out coming from that to my Blackmagic ATEM here, which is this neat little device here. Absolutely fantastic. I'll do another whole video on that. It's got all sorts of really neat features in it. Main one in this case is it's taking the audio and video in and recording it directly onto an SD card which sits in the side here. I'm going to show you a lot more about that coming up in other videos. And the USB out is coming across into my Mac Mini, hidden down behind here, and that's displaying up in the monitor on here. In this case I've got it set up in OBS. That's partly so I've got a large screen to work on, and partly just to show that it is coming through and that the timing on it is pretty good. There's a little bit of latency through OBS, but not a lot. That's probably because it's quite an old Mac Mini now. So that's fairly simple wiring up that I've got in there. It's the PlayStation going into the ATEM, and then from the ATEM to the Video Assist where I'm recording, and up onto the Mac where I can live stream it and all that sort of thing. So I've also got the picture-in-picture running, so if I wanted to I can just hit that and I come up in the corner. There I am up in that corner there. So you can see me that camera in picture-in-picture, and you can see me that camera in the main area here. I can switch that also over to the PlayStation, and there I am up in the corner. Hey, that's me, right up there. That one, that camera's looking at me. There we go, and I can go and play my games from here. Now, this is essentially what we want for streaming. So, the console, all this sort of stuff, and then me here talking to you, and just being able to jump around the different corners, depending on what's happening in the game. As we've seen before in my previous video, I can come in through the ATEM software control and fiddle with all of this as well, and make the picture a lot better and do the whole thing, borders and that sort of stuff around here. But I'm not going to do that right now. Okie doke. Now, the biggest problem people are having though is actually getting the PlayStation to appear in the ATEM at all. There's nothing wrong with your ATEM. That's the good news. And there's nothing wrong with your PlayStation either. There's just a small compatibility thing that a lot of people aren't going to find so easily. So what I'll do now is I'll have a look here at some of these settings. Right, let me have a look. I'll just grab my PlayStation controller here, and I'm going to jump up here and go across to the settings menu. You'll all be familiar with this if you're using PlayStation. I haven't done this on an Xbox One, by the way, because I don't have an Xbox One, but that's okay. I'm assuming that if Xbox One isn't working on the ATEM as well, it's going to be something very similar. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the sound and screen settings. I'm going to go to the video output settings, and I'm going to come in here and set that at 1080p. So that just makes sure that it's going to stay that full resolution. Otherwise it can tend to cut down to 720, I've noticed for some reason. I'm forcing it to 1080p, so it's going to stay there. The next thing I'm going to do is jump back out of there, and I'm going to come down to System, and in the System settings there's this checkbox here. Now I've already unchecked it, which is why you can see all of this stuff down here, otherwise it just wouldn't be working right now. Need to turn off the HDCP. Now that's going to stop some applications from working. I don't know what ones they are, but the couple of games I've tried so far seem to be working perfectly well. And that's basically what you need to do to get your PlayStation to talk to your ATEM. It's that simple. Simple to do it, the hard bit was finding it. Okay, so I'm just going to back out of there now and just pop down and play a little bit of Minecraft. And there you go. I don't actually have the audio turned on in the Minecraft at the moment, so it doesn't matter too much. Okay, so there's the new world I just created a few minutes ago while I was testing it out for this video. It's an old one I did before the Minecraft for PlayStation upgrade. So it's going to take just a few seconds to get through here. Oh, yawn. This is this awkward bit when you're live streaming and you've got to talk to people, and if you're streaming with OBS on Twitch or something like that, then you'll have a whole pile of stuff come up down the side, and you can use OBS to put those other controls still in here as well. And here we go, I'm playing Minecraft. Awesome. Got my world map in my hand. Whoa, I can jump in the water. And yeah, it's very responsive even through to the whole OBS bit. So I can dig a hole in the ground, I can go and do all the usual bits. So there you go, it's as simple as turning off the HDCP settings and making sure that the game resolution is 1080p from the PlayStation, and then miraculously all of this works. So yeah, it took me a good part of the day to discover that by going through settings and things and trying things out, but once I noticed it, I remembered this from something quite a while ago where I was sending the PlayStation to a TV that didn't have HDCP support or something. And I turned that off, and lo and behold, it all works. Hopefully Sony don't see this and decide they need to have that turned on and stop us from using it or something silly like that. I don't think they'll do that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you want to see some more, you can click on this thing down here, the nice subscribe button, and there's these two videos up here you can click on as well, and that will take you to see something that will be interesting for you because they're customized buttons and all that. See you later.